Hey lovelies, so you'll have to excuse my crazy hair situation, but I've had a quiet in the weekend, so I hope you've all had a really enjoyable Easter weekend. See that you always have that annoying bit of hair you can just see back in anyway. So yeah, I managed to take a couple of days out, spend some time with some family, which I don't often get to do nowadays, so that was really nice. And then I've been doing some humongous spring cleaning because it's like, have that, right, let's get rid, let's sort, let's shift. So on that kind of note, I wanted to ask you, how do you feel about accepting yourself? Now, you may think, oh yeah, I do that. Yeah, I know me. Yeah, that's cool. But what about the bits about you that you don't like? And everyone has bits about themselves they don't like. They may be physical, mental, spiritual, emotional, whatever they are. How do you feel about accepting them? Do you go there? Do you think about them? Do you deal with them? Do you hide them, suppress them? You know, what do you do when it comes to a situation where you're kind of put in front of the bits about you that you don't like? So it may be that you do a live with crazy hair and no makeup on. I mean, the no makeup thing nowadays is not a new thing because I've just stopped wearing it, really. But how many years ago? 5, maybe 6. Let's say 5. 5 years ago, I would not have left the house. I certainly would not be doing a live to all my lovely followers online for, 900 people potentially to see. I wouldn't leave the house without makeup on, and that was my thing. I felt like I needed it. And this was before the days of contouring like it is now, like the crazy contouring. I mean, it looks amazing. I just wouldn't have the patience to do it, to be quite honest. So for me, it's been a big thing. It's been a process. Perhaps sort of 5 to 3.5 years ago, because now I'm just used to it. So now I kind of forget that I used to wear so much makeup, and then when I do wear makeup, I'll sit there rubbing my eyes and be like, oh yeah, I've got mascara on. It's funny how quickly you can change a habit, because I would have worn makeup since probably about 11, so maybe a little bit of makeup and then it more and more and more. So in my sort of late teen, early 20s, I wanted to look older. Now I'm in my early 30s, it's like, actually I want to look younger, and I find when I put makeup on, I feel like I look older still. So, and part of it is just, I'm just lazy. I just can't be bothered. I'd rather spend the time doing something else. But besides this live being about me talking about not wearing makeup, my point is that was a real issue for me. It was like I felt like I had to wear makeup. I had to cover up my skin. I had to do this, I had to do that. I naturally have like quite dark circles under my eyes. That is part of my colouring. It's not because I'm really tired or under the weather. That is just my colouring. So I would always cover all that up. And it got to a point where it was like, actually, you know what? There's more to life, and I can't be bothered. But that was a process. It was a process, because at first I'd be like, oh my God. I remember going on a night out with my other half, and we just went to this wine bar and sitting there and thinking, oh my God, everyone's really made up. They're really done up. We've come out from a day out. I have like zero makeup on. I'm not dressed up. I feel so out of place. And it really fled all my insecurities. And it's those moments of really accepting yourself as you are, the difference in you, what you see as your imperfections, make you perfectly you, because you're an individual, you're a one of a kind. And I really want to hear, what are those areas where you feel like, oh no, I don't feel confident enough, I've got a bit of an insecurity about that. You may not be able to put those words on it, like the lack of confidence, the insecurity, but just being aware that there are parts of you that you're not totally accepting on, and then how you can go about accepting them. And part of it, the first step of it, is really acknowledging those areas. What are those areas, and accepting that exists within you. So my thing was accepting that I felt like I had to wear makeup to be seen by anyone that wasn't my immediate family or my partner. And even then I would wear a lot of makeup, try and put a bit of makeup on in the mornings and stuff. Oh, I really don't bother now. But that was a process. It's been a process for me. And it was one of my issues, and those things I felt like I needed to be covered to go out. And my covering was makeup. And now, as you can tell, I have zero makeup on. My hair is a mess, but it's tied up. So it's kind of messy, not messy. And I've accepted that bit of me now. And the freedom that comes with that is so nice. I can't express that. So I want to hear, what are your things about you that you don't feel confident with? And you don't have to share that in the comments on this live. You can send me a direct message and we can chat about it, because I'm curious to hear. And I hope you've all had a really lovely weekend, and I will speak to you soon.